About this now. We got to boost our immune systems, get ready to go with all of the good greens. Right now, we're going to talk to somebody called, so we're going to bring her in right here. And it's Meridan Zerner. How are you, Meridan?
I am well, thank you. I'm a registered and licensed dietitian, so who better to talk about greens?
We got to talk about the greens. We got to boost our immune system. So that's what I'm talking about here. Earlier, I don't know if you just saw that. I had just a teeny bit of scotch. I'm not so sure that's the way we're going to go. But let's talk about the greens and what we need for this summer to get ourselves going into a little summer stealth health. And when we say eating greens, what type of greens are we talking about?
Well, so I think most folks are going to think of just that slice of iceberg lettuce on their cheeseburger.
Okay.
But those of us in the clinical medical field are really hoping that it's more like spinach and kale and mustard greens, wheatgrass, because these are the therapeutic powerhouse greens, right? But the realities are, at least in my 30-year career, that a lot of folks just aren't getting those in. They may not like them. Either way, we want to think about, are there some creative ways to get in these greens so that we can bolster the immune system, which is, we all know, is so critical right now, and really energize the body.
Okay. How about maximizing the immune health and the energy levels, right?
We know that those elements and many others, reducing inflammation, defending against cancer, we find these in the deep, dark colored greens, the reds, the oranges. So it really boils down to your fruits and vegetables, right? And so only 10% of Americans, according to the CDC, are getting in enough. So what are we going to do? We're going to look at every possible avenue for you and for your family to get some stealth health greens. And I have a couple of great recipes. You're seeing some pictures of them right now.
Yes, we're seeing some now. All right, so we're talking about the stealth health. How do we get some of these? What about the powders? Because I know, you want to, somehow incorporate these in there. Do the powders, are they just as good as the regular greens?
They really are in terms of getting phytochemical benefit. You're looking at Kayo Green, which is my favorite brand because when you look at the label, it doesn't have any artificial colors, no added sugar. And so I think the label, getting a really good quality program with some naturally sourced ingredients, that's the direction to go. But you can add the greens powder into just water, tastes like a little bit of green tea as a flavor. Or for me, I love adding it into like a chocolate smoothie. I've got that. So even this actually has the greens powder in it.
Wow. So you could do that, you could sneak it right in. I like that. If you want to have the smoothie there, the greens are going to go in, you're going to get basically the same type of benefit. Your favorite, how about your favorite foods that you can sneak these into?
Well, and I love it if you want to get in the kitchen and just make some guacamole from scratch or make, a pasta salad or a pesto from scratch. And I would add the greens powder to that. But I also would be so fine with get a store-bought guacamole and just add the greens powder in it. So now you've added barley grass, wheatgrass, you've added kelp, chlorella, you've added some fiber from brown rice. This really pumps up an amazing food. And for me, when I'm thinking about working with athletes or kids or even adults, we can dip the guac with chips, but gosh, we could certainly dip with carrots, we could dip with a whole grain cracker. So these are the behavioral changes where over time, we're stronger, we're leaner, we're healthier, we're happier.
All right. Meridan, thanks. Oh my gosh, look how great that looks. That's awesome. All right. Unfortunately, out of time, but thanks for filling us in on that, getting our immune systems all ready to go and boosted up. You can find her, of course, at Meridan Zerner. And again, thanks so much for getting those tips. And by the way, I have that powder drink. I do throw that in there to get my greens. So thanks.
Great recipes there at kayo-green.com.
Okay. Thanks so much. There you go. Stay healthy. That's what it's all about. All right, we come back.